Hello and welcome to Indus News, coming to you from our studios in Lahore. I'm Joseph Hyatt, and these are the top stories. Pakistan has said that peace in Afghanistan is a shared responsibility of all stakeholders. In an interview, Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi said that sustainable peace in Afghanistan is not the sole responsibility of Pakistan. He said that the US and Afghan government, along with all regional players, would have to play their role for peace in Afghanistan. Next, a general strike is being observed today against mass arrests, killings and India's attempts to change the demography of occupied Kashmir. The call for strike was given by Kashmir's political leaders. Police have arrested freedom struggle leaders, including Yasin Malik, and over 200 Jamaat-e-Islami activists to prevent anti-India protests. Heavy contingents of Indian police and paramilitary force have been deployed in almost all big and small cities of the occupied valley. Meanwhile, at least 46 more workers have died after drinking toxic liquor in northeastern India, taking the death toll to 150. State Health Minister Himalata Biswa Sarma said that some 200 others are still hospitalised. The incident comes just 2 weeks after more than 100 people died from drinking tainted liquor in northern India. Another development to South America now, where at least 4 people have been killed and 200 others wounded during an anti-government protest in Venezuela. Security forces have arrested 51 protesters during demonstrations held for bringing in aid at the Colombian border. In a tweet, US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo condemned the attacks on civilians, which he blamed on President Maduro. Earlier, Maduro announced to cut diplomatic and political ties with Colombia for using its territory against Venezuela. With France now, where clashes between Yellow Vests protesters and police as thousands have taken to the streets against President Emmanuel Macron. More than 46,000 demonstrators came out across the country as Paris was brought to a halt for the 15th straight weekend. Police fired tear gas and baton-charged projectile-throwing demonstrators, arresting dozens of them. And the head of the German bishops has said that the Roman Catholic Church either destroyed or never even drew up files on priests who sexually abused children. Addressing a sexual abuse conference at the Vatican, Cardinal Reinhard Marx said that instead of the perpetrators, the victims were regulated and silenced. To the cricketing world, where Afghanistan have racked up a world record T20 score of 278 runs against Ireland. 20-year-old Hazratullah Zazai scored 162 runs with record 16 sixes and 11 fours in a crushing demolition of Ireland in India. Afghanistan won by 84 runs to wrap up the 3-match series with a game to spare. Well, that's you up to date this hour, but be sure to head over to our website, indus.news, where you can find the details on all of our main stories. That's the headlines this hour.